Hey, what's up, guys? Let's start off by stating the obvious. I haven't been posting like I was supposed to. I was supposed to be posting every week, but due to my schedule changing from work and procrastination, lack of motivation, all that stuff, I haven't been able to. But let's start off with Drawing the Hidden Hands by Andrew Loomis. I chose this book because I read the sketches. I thought they were pretty good and something to go off of. Let's go straight into it. Now we're going to be jumping into plate 79, portion of the hands. The most important thing I think he says is that the next thing that's important is the curved arrangements of the fingertips and knuckles, and that the middle finger is the key finger for which we determine the length of the hand. I thought this was really important, and I kept this in mind when I was sketching his own sketches, and this is how the first one came out. Now, on the first template I'm doing, it's actually quite easy. I'm making sure the curved lines are there, making sure all the pre-written lines are there on the edges. Doing the same for this one, the curved lines, finish it up, and then this one as well. This first template was quite easy to do, and then the next ones are just one-sided hands. Being complete honest, this template did come out okay, but it wasn't very complicated to begin with. I think it was pretty good. I think the one on the top left is definitely the more complicated and definitely the best one out of them all. Proud of that one. Now for this next template, I definitely think something's a lot more complicated and better. Whether it be the hand on the top left, to the right of that one, at the bottom right, or the left one. I think they're all really good and they add more detail, and I'm gonna be able to sketch them more and practice more with these hands. Even the fingers kind of add some detail. Now in the sketching part, this one was kind of easy as well. Just sketch out the outlines that are most bold and then the details on the inside. This one also had not much details. A few thumbs I drew. It's kind of funny because the thumbs, in my opinion, are a lot harder because getting the nose proportion right is kind of hard. Then I drew the sketches, and that's the hand. And these are all for template 80. I'm proud of this work. Time for more sketches. Play 81 is one that I thought was kind of difficult when it comes to the way the hands are located. But the way he also has the texture of it going down makes it easier. First one was easy. Second one was kind of weird because there was no details. Second one was also weird. This one was alright. This one was probably the best one on this one because they're detailed, they're small, they're good looking, all that stuff. Now, this following template might be the most complex of them all, especially when it comes to proportions. The one I'm starting off with was really hard because it was like force shortening. The hand was extended backward, but the fingers going forward. It was very hard and very difficult to get it correctly. And the rest of the hands were all fun to draw. I think it's really important to really get the gaps between the fingers correct. And I think I did a pretty good job this time. I think he did a good job and I copied him. I think all the hands really have some life to them. They really look believable to a certain extent. Now this next tempo is kind of weird because it had horses' legs on it. But I like some of the dynamics in the fingers, I like the begging hands, I like the curves in the fingers, what's in between them, and all that stuff. Now I follow the same recipe as I did with the other hands. I quickly made an outline. I made sure to put the fingers in first, starting with the middle finger because that's the most important. I want to make sure all the curves were correct. And make sure I added details on the parts that dip down, like the inside of the palm. Now, if you ask me, the final sketch looks pretty similar to the first part, to the main sketch, which is something I'm really proud of. That's great. Now, this template in particular was quite intimidating because of the fist, the closed fist. I usually always mess these up. The proportion is always wrong, whether it's with the clenched up thumb and its knuckles, or the fingers being disjointed somehow. It always goes wrong. So the first thing I do is I start off with the other hands that are much easier. Make sure I get the wrist correct on both of these hands. The thumb on this one. The how one's empty. Now the fist actually came out quite good. The two fists came out good. I'm just finishing off the hands that I usually draw correct, and that's it. The final copy fist, both fists, I'm actually quite happy about. I love how the knuckles look, how the thumb looks inside the pointer finger's grip. I think it looks great. I'm proud of myself. No, I think we saved the best professional looking hands for last. The ones with actual objects in them, the ones with the most dynamic poses. This one's probably the worst of the best. This one might be the second worst. And then it gets the good ones, one with the gaslighter. That's pretty good. Even the shadows came out good. And the one with the watch also came out decent. As we see in this little freeze frame, I think the watch came out pretty good. I think the shadows on the right hand on the top looks pretty good. And the ones at the bottom too just look normal. I'm proud of the fingernails on the top right, top left too. I think it really came out good. I'm proud of myself for this work. Now, I'm proud of myself for the art piece or the sketches I made. But when it comes to my editing, my video making, and my schedule keeping, I'm not proud at all. I don't think I did a very good job with anything at all. It's something I'm going to have to get a lot better with. And I'm just posting this so I can get it out the way. And that could start for something new. Just trying to get this out of here as quickly as possible. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, God bless. Have a great day.